Hello everyone, I'm Shimmi Sebastian and I'm back with the second module of our PPEs for construction safety. If you have by any chance missed our introduction video, please do visit our channel to get basic information on the PPEs for construction safety. In this module, the topic shall specifically deal with eye and face protection PPEs. So let's get started. Here, as you can see the agenda list, we shall be going through the potential hazards, types and protective measures. Face protection should be selected specifically for the task that it is required according to the risk assessment and a safety plan. The Occupational Safety and Health Administration provides standards for the testing and design of different varieties of face protection. Business must comply with OSHA standard. OSHA here is, as I specified earlier, Occupational Safety and Health Administration while selecting PPs. Here we can see two main types of face protection, which again is to be used as per the activity being undertaken. First is welding helmet that use special absorptive lens that filters the intense light and radiation energy that is produced during welding operation. As with face shield, safety glass or goggles should be worn when using a welding helmet. Whereas face shield offers full face protection and are often used around operations which exposes to molten metal, chemical splash or flying particles. Moving on to the potential hazards from which one needs to be protective against in the construction site and specifically to prevent any injury to face and eyes. The first is dust and fines. Preparation work such as grinding, chiseling, sanding, hammering and spraying can create small airborne particles. Small particles of matter can enter eyes and can damage them. Second categories are toxic gases that affects the eyes and face. Some manufacturing processes produces hazardous gases, vapors and liquids, and these toxic chemicals in the form of gases, vapors and liquids can damage eyes. It is suggested to always read the appropriate MSDS, that is material safety data sheet, before working with any hazardous material, and should always check with your supervisor or safety manager to learn the type of eye and or face protection needed to use in order to work safely. Apart from potential hazards, here we will be talking about some types of hazard that is very commonly found in any construction site. Operations such as sanding, grinding, welding and lathe operation produces dust, vapors and flying particles. To protect other workers, work area barriers such as movable screens and barriers should be set up to separate workers and bystanders from hazardous operations. Any sharp objects such as knives, scissors, pencils, etc. walking or falling into obstructions can damage your face or eyes. Swinging chains, cables, ropes, tools that are thrown or fall can also cause injuries to face or eyes. Operations which involves or produce molten metals, if splashed, splattered or dripped into the eyes, can cause severe burns and tissue damage to face as well. Anytime you work around electricity, there is potential for arcs and sparks to occur. Take time to talk with your supervisor or safety manager concerning the types of eye protection you should be wearing if you're working around electrical hazard. Then is lighting. Good lighting is important in work areas. Good lighting reduces eye strains and glares. It also promotes both safety and improved productivity. Obstructions and protruding objects should be identified and marked. Use caution when working around obstruction and protruding objects. Operations such as welding, metal cutting, and working around furnaces can expose face to heat, glare, ultraviolet, and infrared radiation. It is advisable to check with supervisor or safety manager to learn the specific type of eye protection that shall be required while handling or working around these type of operations. We just saw certain potential hazards and how to have protective measures against them. Operations which use or produce vapor, gas, mist, dust, powders, and other airborne particles should be ventilated. Ventilation along with damping system can significantly reduce the amount of airborne particles that could be hazardous to face and eyes. If someone accidentally gets something in their eyes, they should rush to the eye wash station and flush eyes with water for direct 15 minutes. It is to be ensured that they keep their eyes wide open with using their fingers and look directly into the water stream. But some chemicals are water reactive and become toxic when mixed with water. Here comes the role of supervisor and safety manager. They should guide the team about the chemicals they shall be using on their job. The individuals need to be familiar with the material safety data sheet for all the chemicals used in their job. Reading and following all the warnings and precautions found on equipment and hazardous materials really help. Not throwing tools or participating horseplay, keeping sharp or pointed objects away from face, following supervisors or safety managers' suggestions and recommendations for working safely will really help. With this, we are done with our second module of our 4 number long series on the PPEs for construction safety. Thank you all for your time. Meet you soon with the third module.